So in today's video, I'm going to help you discover and uncover your 3 biggest innate qualities that you naturally possess as a man that drives women crazy. And I'm also going to teach you how to grow these qualities so that you can start to attract quality women into your life. If this video is for you, then let's jump into it. So have you ever seen a dude who's not as attractive as you, who's way shorter than you, walking around with a woman on his arm that you could only wish you could have? And you knew that deep in your gut, it had nothing to do with his level of status or how much money he had. Now, chances are he's a solid dude and he probably unconsciously embodies a lot of these qualities that we're going to discuss in this video. So let's go ahead and jump into those qualities so that you guys can start to enhance yours, train yours, build yours, so that you guys can start to attract the women that you want, but also live the life that you want. Now, the first one is grounding. And we talk a lot about grounding on the channel. We talk a lot about grounding on the Fearless channel. I've got a video on how to be grounded on the Fearless channel, which I'll try to link to this video either on the screen somewhere or either in the description or the comments. But your grounding is your ability to make a woman feel safe. So if we take it back, we have to remember, right? As a masculine and feminine, we both have roles in terms of family and protecting the tribe and making sure everybody's provided for and everybody's safe and nobody's going to die, right? Women do that through love, taking care of the family, feeding the family. The masculine does that through going out to hunt, providing security for the family, his ability to handle physical attention. So when you have this innate ability, which you already have, but probably are not exercising to the degree that makes you attractive, it makes women feel safe and it allows them to drop their guard. So if you're talking to a woman that you just met, right off the bat, she can tell if you're grounded or not. And you can see this in the woman in the way she responds to you. Does she relax her guard around you, therefore allowing her to go into her feminine, therefore allowing attraction to be created? Because she can't become attracted to you if she's constantly got her guard up around you. Her guard has to be surrendered, so she has to know that she has to feel safe in order to do that. So 3 ways I recommend that you grow your ability to ground. One of them is watching my video that I shot for Fearless. And that's a really great video. And I've got many compliments on that video because it really teaches you what grounding really means and how to actually feel it in your body so that it's not this esoteric woohoo thing that's out in the ether that you don't understand what it means. I actually bring it down to concrete feeling so that you can practice it literally while you're watching the video. Another way to do this is go join a fighting school, right? Go join karate, go join Brazilian jiu-jitsu, go out and do kickboxing, go out and learn boxing. These schools will teach you how to be grounded completely because you need to be grounded in order to fight effectively, or you're just gonna get thrown around all over the place. Another one is going out and picking up a sport, a football, a soccer, especially soccer will really get you down in your legs. Go down and do some basketball. Basketball will also do that, and I'm sure baseball would also do that as well because you need grounding if you're going to be swinging a bat very hard. So join a sport, join a fighting style, watch that Fearless YouTube video. I'll go ahead, I'll post it in here, either in the comments, the description, or somewhere in this video if I can figure that out today. Anyways, guys, on to our next one. So the second one really goes without saying, that it's your innate ability and responsibility as a man to know how to handle tension. Now, we as men are raised with the idea that we are to be the providers, the protectors. We're supposed to bring home the bacon, bring home the kill. So we are designed and expected to be able to handle tension in order to get things done. And if you look throughout all of history, men have risen to that challenge. Think about it. We've got whole structures that men have built. Building things like the Empire State Building, where guys are just hanging off this metal beam, this steel beam, eating their lunch on the steel beam, how many thousands of feet up in the air from the ground, right? Still nerves, right? So that's grounding really, but also the tension is stepping into something like that. Now, these people also built whole cities. Look at Dubai, for instance, and just look how beautiful Dubai is. and just how many buildings and skyscrapers were created in Dubai in order for it to look as beautiful as it does, which means a lot of men have to step into a lot of tension in order to create that. So when you think about it in terms of attraction from a woman, it's automatically expected of you to be able to handle tension. Don't go out and get good at tension for women. Go out and get good at tension because it creates a wonderful life for you. It creates a life of freedom. It creates a life of adventure. It ultimately creates a life that's going to completely turn you on for the rest of your life while you're still here. Now, women will come and fill that space of the feminine as your frame gets bigger, as you step into more tension, as you create more structure in your life, as you create more freedom in your life, as you create more adventure in your life, and they ultimately make it feel much nicer to have them around. So what are some ways that you can increase your ability to handle tension as a man so that you can start to live a wonderful life that naturally attracts women? Well, a really good way to handle tension is going out and approaching. And I know I've mentioned this before, but your ability to go out and approach women is not necessarily so that you can get women, which you will get women by approaching. But what it is designed to do is weed out all the insecurities that you have about yourself so that you enjoy stepping into this tension. Because if there's one thing that stops men from stepping into tension is the fear and the insecurities they have about stepping into the unknown and stepping into challenging spaces that will actually in turn grow their masculine more, which will then grow their ability to step into more tension outside of that tension that they stepped into. So approaching is a really good way to do this. Now, there's ways to go out and approach that will really emphasize your ability to handle tension. One of these is called tension openers. And the reason that tension openers are so important and the reason that they grow your ability to handle tension is because it really increases your ability to ground yourself. So basically what you're doing is you're walking up to people, stopping them, getting them to stop, getting them to plant with you, asking them random questions like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite vegetable? Who's your favorite superhero? Bananas or cucumbers? Just random questions that people would normally look at you like, why are you asking that? That's a stupid question. Because what it does is it gives you a chance to create tension for yourself that you then have to learn how to ground out so that you don't get reactive or take it personal when they don't want to respond to you. And this is great because this exercise gives you a direct feedback on how people receive you and how they perceive you. If you get really reactive when they don't want to stop or give you an answer, or they give you an answer in passing, or they say something like, oh, I don't have a favorite color, and they just keep walking, it says a lot about you, right? But if you get more rooted into the ground and more grounded and you ask that same question, you'll start to notice that people stop and want to answer your question. And they may even go further to ask you why you're asking the question, to which you can respond, I'm working on my tension skills. And people who hear stuff like that, because it's coming from a very vulnerable and honest place, they tend to respect it. It also makes them look at themselves too in areas that they're trying to grow and get better at. And they really can see that in you, and it makes them want to talk to you just a little bit more. So go out there and try the tension exercise. So another great exercise to do is to plant yourself in a high traffic area and don't leave until you've said hi from that one place to 100 people, because this is really going to exercise your ability to be grounded and not get reactive. And it's very common for guys to get reactive, especially when people are not saying hi back or blowing them off or giving them weird looks. But you start to realize you get a direct feedback as your grounding gets better, people start saying hi to you. And you start to also become more free and loose in the way that you're saying hi to people, which makes it more fun for them to say hi back to you as well, which means that you've stepped into some tension and you've overcome it and you've gotten free from it. Now, this is how life actually is when you're stepping into tension. I'll use these videos, for instance. I don't like making these videos, but every day I have to step into tension to get a video out for you guys. And when I finish these videos, man, do I feel accomplished. Man, do I feel like I've done something. So immediately what I do after, I hit the gym, I start pumping out some reps, because I feel good about myself and it really helps my confidence. So if you go out and you do these types of exercises, your confidence is going to build so high that women are going to notice that and they're going to be immediately attracted to you. So go out and do these. Report back to how they're working out for you in the comments. Now let's go up to our next one. So the third innate ability that you have that's very attractive to women, and certainly not the least, is leadership skills. Leadership skills are super essential. And we see this with guys constantly when we take them out to bars and we go out to do approaching. They'll be talking to a girl and it's going really well, and then they get in their head about what to do in that particular moment, when all they really need to be doing is leading, right? You got to have some idea what you want to do, where you want to take this girl, what do you want to move her around. If it's the bar, move her around 2 different areas in the bar, show her around this bar, show her around this venue, or just walk around with her somewhere. Shows that she trusts you if she allows you to lead and she follows you. And this is a lot of what men are missing, is that leadership piece, because they're scared they're going to get some resistance when it comes to trying to lead. So in this scenario, let's say, especially if you're out approaching, your ability to lead is the difference between it ending right there with the girl or it turning into an instant date where you get to spend more time with her, getting to know her a lot more closer. Because guys would never push forward to go hang out with her on the spot. And I feel like that's to their detriment, because a lot of girls, especially if they like you, you're doing everything correctly in the approach, they want to spend more time with you. They want to hang out, but you're not suggesting it because you don't know that you even could suggest it and lead that to where you want to take it. So how do you improve your leadership skills? Like, how do you actually go out and practice and exercise them? Well, approaching is another good way to do that. Now, if you go out and approach and you get a girl who's obviously standing there because she likes you and she's enjoying the interaction, suggest going somewhere with her. It could be like, well, cool, I'll walk with you. Well, let's go down this way. Let's go to the coffee shop and grab a coffee or something like that. Your ability to lead says everything about you, because again, we all know for women that it takes a load off their mind when they don't have to make decisions about things. This is why when you ask a woman what she wants to eat, she always says, I don't know, or she gets frustrated with men because they just won't choose. And they're always like, well, I want what you want, right? That's what the guy always says. It gets frustrating because they can't just make a decision and lead. And you have to remember, historically, as men, we've been looked at as leaders to lead the ship. So there is a lot of tension on us. It's a lot of pressure on us, but we're designed to handle it. And when we do handle it well, it grows us and grows us and grows us. And even if we don't handle it well, we learn a lot from it. So if you're out approaching, suggest instigate. Suggest that you go do something on the spot. And if it's out in the bar, move her around the venue. Get her walking around. Move her from one area to the next. Trust me, the more that you do it, the more that you'll see women trust you, and you'll be a lot less reluctant to do it in the future. So if you go out and you practice all these exercises, getting better with tension, getting better with grounding, getting better with your leadership skills, there's no way that you won't become attractive to women in a very short period of time. And also your whole life will start to increase and expand in so many different ways. You start to make more money, you start to take more risks because you start to feel more confident to step into more attention. And as a result, your life expands. Ask me how I know. Anyways, guys, I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.